Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek, and today I've got an open box video for you. And we're going to NGC, and already this is bad news. So we start with the bad news today. Sure, anytime you see one of these holders, what you're talking about is a coin that they didn't grade. Dealers call these body bags. They used to be called body bags, uh, because, well, the coin was dead. There was something wrong with it. So this is a 1926S Buffalo nickel. It's actually a pretty scarce coin, and you can see it's got a full horn or nearly full horn. You can also see that the surfaces don't look quite right. They're a little bit corroded, shall we say. So they're saying they didn't encapsulate this because there was an altered surface. So this is an internal frustration of mine because you guys don't know about this, but NGC told me, hey, we want to conserve this coin because it's got something going on. So I haven't got the bill yet to find out if they, but I can pretty much tell you I'm going to have to pay them money because they conserved it, which means that it had some residue on it, and so it led me to believe that they were going to go ahead and certify the coin. Now, the coin's much more saleable if it comes back in a holder that just says, hey, extra fine details cleaned or extra fine details something. So they didn't do that. And instead, I would much rather if NGC would take the time to look and say, hey, this coin's not going to get graded, so we're not going to, tell you to send it into NCS. So it's a little bit of a frustration on that one. Okay, so hopefully we'll have some better news here moving forward. All right, the gold piece, 1907. This little guy here is a $2.50 gold piece. In some ways, these are one of my favorite coins. I just remember uh, getting one of these from my grandma, and I thought that was the coolest coin. Really nice fields all the way around. Nice clean coin. Mint State 63, not a bad grade. Not a bad grade at all. I think it's got better eye appeal than that. Um, and it's probably a $400 coin in this grade. Maybe 350. The next grade up, I think it jumps. Maybe it doubles. I should check. But it's a lot more in a 64 than a 63 on those guys. All right, so 1914. This is the Denver Mint. This is a very scarce coin in high grade. You can see that almost uncirculated. You also notice the color's a little bit off. So this coin here, I actually came back, AU details cleaned. And, we knew on this one going in that it had been cleaned. The field is unnaturally bright. And so we sent it in anyway because it's such a rare coin in this grade. And you want to make sure that people don't look at it and say, well, because the surfaces are wrong, maybe it's not a real coin, or maybe it's altered or something like that, added mint mark. So this coin's more saleable in a holder than out of a holder. And overall, it's a really cool coin. An AU on these, depending on the grade of AU, they're anywhere from like $1,000 to $1,500. So that's a very neat coin. All right, so maybe you've seen recently that I'm silly enough to send in really common coins that are just really, really nice looking. This is one of those times, this 43S steel penny, which just kind of knocked my socks off when I first saw it. And, it's the type of thing that typically I don't recommend people send in just because you're most likely not going to get your money back out of it. But This one I just really liked and said, you know what, I'm going to send that coin in. It came back a 66, which is a nice grade. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a $50 coin in this grade. I think the next grade up, it's $100, so a 67 is really what you need. And but overall, really pretty coin. You want all your steel pennies to have that type of look to it. Really nice piece. 1880 Philadelphia Mint. Great fields. Great fields all around. You know, this one has kind of this mark over here by the wing. But other than that, the rest of the coin is really clean. Real, very, very pleasing coin. This coin came back as 64. So it's probably worth about $100 in this grade, maybe a little bit more than that. The next grade up on that, it's about $450. So obviously this is the type of coin you got to feel confident it's going to make the grade and hope that it can make the next grade up. You know, a little disappointed because I liked it as a 5. I thought that's a real winner, but they just don't give out grades. They just don't give out the grades you want sometimes. Okay. This is an 1885 from the San Francisco Mint. You'll see on this coin, I think maybe I shouldn't have sent it in. It's a little too bright. It doesn't really have any polish marks to it, but it did come back cleaned. The 85S is one of the tougher dates, uncirculated. The coin's probably about $300 to $400. And this coin's uncirculated, but they did call it cleaned, and you can kind of tell because it does that thing where it kind of goes black and blue, where when you turn it sideways in the light, it goes to a dark color instead of a light color. Usually that's a sign of something that's been maybe dipped a whole bunch or something like that. Overall, it's a nice coin, but I think it's fairly graded, and I just probably made a little bit of mistake on that one. Lastly, this is an 1890 Morgan. Really soft, subdued toning over most of it, with some highlighted toning around the peripheral edges. A little beauty mark there. And the reverse, really, really lovely. Really nice fields. This coin, similar to the 1880 coin, in this grade is about $100. In 65 though, this jumps all the way to $650. This is one that I'm tempted to maybe sit on or send back into PCGS or something like that, because it's just got a great look to it. The fields are super satiny and mark free, and it's just really a nice coin. So I was hoping that between the 1880 and the 1890, at least one of them came back as 65. And for those of you who don't collect Morgans or are just getting into Morgans, you know, you'll look at some of these Philadelphia Mint coins as though, well, these guys are never rare. It's some of those S mints. It's the Carson Cities. A lot of the Philadelphia Mint coins are actually hard to get in gem condition, to say, you know, mint state 65 or higher, and a lot of them jump up in value a lot in those grades. So kind of a tough thing to locate sometimes. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by hitting on the button over here, and please click on some other videos and give them a watch over here on this side. Appreciate your time today. Have a great day.